Do you guys remember the Culling? No? Oh, well, the Culling 2 came out today, but I'm guessing you probably didn't know that either. How's it going, guys? Fade here, and today I want to talk about one of the first Battle Royale games to kick off this now popularized genre. NANI?! The Culling. Now, I'm sure just by looking at the numbers of this game, a lot of you guys don't even know what this game is, so let me briefly explain. The Culling is a Battle Royale game show in which contestants are set on an island in pods to compete to the death. You know, your traditional Battle Royale stuff. Instead of crafting structures, to start the game off, you crafted weapons and kill people to earn the in-game point system known as Funk. Once you've collected enough, you could then call down a care package with your pre-selected loadout of your choice, with weapons, or visit a gun shop to spend Funk on form a random weapon of the selected tier of the shop. It also included one thing that was really separating it from the rest of its competitors, by implementing map events other than just running away from a poisonous fog, which seems to be the standard for whatever reason. It was a great idea and actually quite fun. My brother and I spent a lot of time playing this game, but it had some big flaws that the more successful Battle Royale IPs took care of ahead of time. One factor being platforming. While Fortnite and PUBG strive to release on almost all platforms, the Culling was only released on Xbox Game Preview, which is shit, and Steam, limiting the amount of people who could get their hands on it in the first place. Another issue was the lack of content. Now, this was no AAA studio developing this game. I mean, the company has 3 games released under their name as of the release of the Culling 2, so I can imagine it was rather difficult to push out content as fast as other developers with such a lack of team members compared to bigger companies. But with only 2 maps being released and a couple of new weapons, it just wasn't enough to satisfy its players an entire year later. That's the reason PUBG is dying at such a rapid rate. Losing half of its player count to Fortnite and not implementing enough content, on top of insane game issues and so much more that I could cover an entire video on its failure to perform before even talking about the actual stats. The Culling could have been great, but its competitors are far more stronger than Xaviant Games, yeah, let's go with that one, could compete against. And now, since everyone has pretty much abandoned ship with this game, with only peaking at 49 players a day, yikes. The Culling 2 was just announced yesterday. Not just announced yesterday, rather the game trailer was just dropped yesterday. Now, for the trailer to drop a day before the game comes out to generate hype for such a quick release, which I don't even need to explain why that's an awful idea, it was just not a good idea. This company isn't big enough or well known enough to release a trailer for their game a day before its release and expect good numbers on its first week out at launch. While this game promises to be, upping the ante a bit and really shake things up, which in their eyes really just means to become more like its competition, which is so fucking stupid. If I'm enjoying Fortnite or PUBG a ton, why the fuck would I go play a game that blatantly tries to be more like the game I'm already enjoying? As a fan of one or the other, I'm going to see this game as a ripoff of what I already enjoy. Not a competitor, but a company that is obviously trying to snag your money. If I already bought Player Unknown Battlegrounds, I'm sure as hell not gonna go buy Unknown Player Battlegrounds. Hold on, that doesn't make too much sense, but you know what I mean. This game is set up for failure and has already made so many mistakes just before releasing. Which brings me to my discussion topics. How do you guys feel about the Culling? Will you give it a chance, or will you stay the fuck away from it like I probably will? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like what I do or wouldn't mind a little support, maybe a like, maybe a subscriber, I don't know. I post weekly game news and discussion topics. But hey, it's your choice at the end of the day. Do whatever you want. As always, let's have a discussion. This is Fade signing off. Peace.